So that's a washing machine. Well, it's a picture of the washing machine from eBay. It's not even my washing machine, neither the washing machine nor the picture of it. It belongs to a friend, and well, it died. You can try to switch it on, but nothing happens anymore. And my friend, he's also quite proficient. Yeah, got the board out. It looks nice enough. It doesn't smell. And he also got a little part out. That would be this part here. And yeah, you can probably read the type number, and if you actually look at the back of the board, yeah, that's pretty obvious. And if you look for the type of this washing machine here on the internet and so on, you come to many tutorials how to repair it. And on eBay, you find many repair kits, which include that's a switch mode voltage controller, so the power MOSFET built in. Yeah, and in addition, a Widerstand, a resistor, 33 ohms. You can have to look up the value of the blown resistor on the board. And you also need a Drossel, an inductor. Yeah, that specific seller here only sold 470 microhenry. But my friend, yeah, he looked at the board and he concluded the inductor on his board is not 470 microhenry, but 1000 microhenry. And besides that being an SMD component, that was the point where he started to consult me. And yeah, let's have a look at the whole mess. So that's from the datasheet of that LNK305 switch mode, voltage regulator, and yeah, we know that thing is dead. It exploded. And the repair kit is obviously also for this inductor, and we I show you when I desoldered it, because you cannot really see it, but yeah, that's that too. And this inrush limiting resistor, it's also dead. And these are the three components which are included in the repair kit. And you see even here in the data sheet, in that sample application, they use 1 millihenry here as a additional filter element for the mains AC before it goes into the controller. And the one guy in some discussion forums said, okay, instead of having 1 millihenry here, just take the 470 microhenry. It's good enough. I tend to agree. I mean, if I had to design that circuit, I wouldn't have bothered probably with first inrush limiting, probably not, and with such complicated filtering. It's a little bit overdone, but it is on the board. And for the rest of the components, I will have to look at the board again, what values are used here. So, in reality, this is 33 ohms. This is an SMD diode, and these two capacitors have 10 microfarads, 400 volts. These are these two jobbies. And I found that diode, which is somewhere here, that one. And then they rolled their own, because this inductivity here, shown here, is actually a transformer. So it goes into a transformer. Yeah, and at that point I stopped tracing the stuff. The diode seems to be okay, because seriously, I was thinking, if this thing fails with a short and gives full AC means voltage through here, how can anything downstream survive that? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it blew up fast enough without cooking off the, as I said, this is a transformer, not your usually buck converter output stage. Yeah, so I will get now the parts out of the board, and we have a closer post-mortem on them. So let's get that dead bug off the board first.
So, and while I'm doing that, from the off, a tale of synchronicity. So, at the time I make this video, it was 2 weeks ago that I think it was a Friday. My friend contacted me and said, "Oh, his washing machine died, but he knows why, and can I help him get the parts right and do everything?" So, that was the first incident.
That was easy. Now let's try that in-rush resistor. And unfortunately I already have an old, the small tip on my iron, which for SMD soldering later on, which might have been a tactical mistake. But yeah.
I hope listening to two things at once doesn't make you dizzy.
Come on.
Sorry for that. Um, anyway, then the week after, I was traveling around and I was at a customer and I talked there to a guy who is also a wee bit into electronics. He owns an oscilloscope and a function generator and stuff. And he said his dryer died and it was a faulty voltage controller on the board.
Not as easy as a SMD part.
So I was able to show him my scary psychic abilities and told him, "Oh, the voltage controller blew. Let me guess. A resistor also went and a little inductor. Isn't that right?" Uh, he first looked at me a little bit flabbergasted.
I guess I have to fiddle a little bit with that one.
But he actually recovered quite fast. So we started talking, and he did also his own analysis of the thing, and well,
I guess I change the tip of the iron anyway. Yeah, getting that resistor out is a little bit trickier than thought, but I've done it. Did I? Ah, come on, really? That's the right one, yeah. Now. And the other one shall follow swiftly, hopefully.
Anyway, he's done his own research and he found out that exactly that board is seemingly used in all kinds of dryers, washing machines, whatever you can put into your kitchen or into your cellar. It's a universal board. It's really astounding. And I mean, there's, well, car manufacturers do the same thing. So there's not really anything specifically wrong with that. However,
Yeah, looks good enough. Oh yeah, there's some damage. We will have a look at it in a second, but first we have to remove the inductor. Yeah, this is all hand soldered. So they bend the pins in, which makes it problematic to get it out again. Where was I? This is the inductor. And of course, it's probably lead-free, which makes it a little bit more unpleasant to work with, but yeah. Since this is really a mass product, come on. Yeah, and I know the people who flow on fresh solder to desolder. I'm obviously not one of those. I purely rely on the thermal might of my iron. Yeah, whatever.
where was I? Yeah. However, the LNK305 has, it's even on the same datasheet, another model number LNK306, which can handle 20 to 50%, depending on the packaging, more current. So there is a pin compatible device out there that is just a wee bit more resilient.
Okay, that was one end. Am I still in shot? Yeah, well, somehow a little. Yeah, there's still too much solder on there.
But the LNK305 costs in the thousands 62 cents and the 306 67 cents. So just 5 cents more. And I bet that 5 cents more could save
Come on.
the lives of a whole bunch of washing machines, dryers, and whatever is out there just hanging on a thread. And that's is planned obsolescence and a real crime.
No, it's not giving away that easy.
So that was a tale of synchronicity and planned obsolescence. Obsolescence?
Why do
Whatever.
they do that?
I
Not
guess
very nice of them.
the rest of the less interesting parts I will do a time lapse, huh? Not to bore you any further.
Okay. Now it's moving a little. Ah, yeah. Okay. I think now it's free. Yeah, I think so. Come on. Just go in there. Yeah. Not nice, but it will do. I hope I wasn't shot. It will do. Let's have a post-mortem. So there is a wee bit of smut where the inrush limiting resistor set, and I have to clean up that one hole again. And yeah, you can... there's a little bit here too, where the inductor set. And on the back, yeah, backside here looks good enough. Yeah, you can see it here. That resistor, it suffered. And the voltage regulator itself, yeah, you can see the chip inside. That's nice. Yeah, sorry, extreme zoom, but digital zoom. But you can see maybe that the inductor had it too. It was, yeah, it opened its side. Yeah, easily to overlook, but yeah, it's definitely no longer healthy. Okay, let's get this parts in. So the inductor goes here. And yeah, I used my brand spanking new, sorry for the earthquakes, lead bending tool, which works the charm. Yeah, link, card link. Okay, so far so good. And now the inrush limiting resistor, which just fits. Yeah, there's not too much space left, but well, I guess that one won't act as a fuse. Should the whole thing blow again. And before I solder on that SMD stuff, I should clean the pads, I guess. Copious amounts of flux. Okay, yeah, Now I have definitely to change the tip. By the way, that was the original packaging, the spare parts. Now these are the dead parts. uh, that the Electron 8 eBayer sent out the stuff. So small pieces of foam and yeah, the parts sandwiched between and yeah, paper envelope. Well, bye.